And that's how you tow a car if you don't have any help. You ever notice when you go to get a tow rope, it don't even have hooks on the end, so it's got this stupid loop? What to do with this thing? Well, I guess you just run it over the axle and take it back to your trailer ball. That's one way of doing it. However, let's look at the origin of this. Back in the day, when you pulled a car that's now 122 years old with a horse, because, you know, the car broke down and all you had to pull it with was a horse, well, you had to tie the rope to something, so the only thing you could do is make a loop. Well, this is easy peasy. You throw the loop over the axle, hook it around the horn, boom, done. Take this up to the saddle horn and have your horse pull you out of the ditch. If one horsepower can pull this out of the ditch. I don't know. So anyhow, that's the origins of why your tow ropes don't have hooks on them. So like on this one here, you just drop this over the axle, put it over the horn, put it around your trailer ball at your tow vehicle, come back here on this side, do the same thing, and voila, you now have a towable vehicle. Could it be that easy? Yes, Mr. Obvious, it's just that easy. Hello, welcome to Klep's Garage. I'm sitting in my great grandfather's car. You heard the commercial, this isn't your father's Oldsmobile, this isn't your grandfather's Oldsmobile. Well, this has to go back several greats because this is a 1901. So that's like 122 years ago. Oldsmobile, one of the first ones produced, curb dash. But today, I got a problem. I got a flat tire. So I'm going to show you today how to fix a flat tire on a Clincher style rim without taking the wheel off and without using a jack. This would be a on-the-road service call. So this is another way to change a tire. We've showed you in one of the other episodes, I'll put the link down below, on how to install some tires on a Model T, but today I'm going to show you how to roll the tire off. Won't this be fun? Well, throw a knee pad down just so you guys don't cringe when I sit on my knees. Mine still work, by the way, so there you go. So today we're just going to change this tube in this tire. I'm not going to go through the whole car. We'll do that for another video because there's a lot of information about this car. So anyhow, we're going to start down here. We're going to use this screwdriver to break the bead loose. Maybe. So this has got a, what's known as a clincher. It's like a bicycle tire actually. So now that I got this out, I'm going to roll this down here. Actually, put that there. So what I'm doing is I'm using the weight of the car to hold this bead out. Now when you first start this, this is the hardest part to do. Usually takes a little bit. And I'm probably going to be out of the camera. So, let's back the camera. Oh, can't get up. Alright, so we got it started. Let the bead loose down here. It'd probably help if you had a hammer too. But in this demonstration, I'm just going to show you how to use simple tools. Okay, now, as you can see, I got the bead out. So now it's just a matter of going on around with it. You know, I'm going to get a hammer. You know why? That hurts. Never use your hand as a hammer. It hurts. Let's try this again, shall we? Okay, you probably should carry at least 3 tools in your car in case you need to beat the tire back on and off. Now the other thing you got to remember is this tire's been on here since the 70s, so this rubber's a hair bit on the stiff side. My father bought this car in 1978, and I'm pretty sure these tires were on there then, and I don't remember him changing them. It also doesn't matter where you start at. I like to start with the valve stem on top, so I end up finishing up with the valve stem on the top so I can pull the tire up and off, is what I like to do with that. I can see right now I'm going to get done doing is moving this camera. My cameraman today is sleeping. He's flopping off. I'm going to have to get on here. Hope you guys can see this. Well, I ain't doing this again. So again, I'm using the weight of the car to hold this bead out. Otherwise, it'd want to flip back on there. Usually this goes a little faster than this. This tire's really stiff. There it goes. If this is a soft tire, there it goes. Now, it'll start rolling all by itself here if I get creative. On soft tires, usually when you just roll the car, they'll come right off. You don't have to keep doing this. And then again, you can use this hammer to help facilitate that. Yeah, this one ain't gonna do it. This is gonna be hard all the way. That's all right. Maybe we'll show you in another episode how easy they're supposed to come off. But again, if you're driving an old car, you probably got old tires on it, and they're gonna act just like this. Now I'm not being real careful here neither with the inner tube or anything because this tube's shot. When you put air in, it comes out as fast as you put it in. So I know I need a new tube. Otherwise, I'd be a little bit more careful getting this off. And also, you might notice that doing it this way, you don't really scratch up the rim, hardly at all, which is nice. Especially for you guys that have the show vehicles. Around yet? Jeez. Getting there. This would be a lot faster if I didn't have to move the camera every 2 minutes. Oh, that's ready to come off. Usually you can grab this. There it is. Come on, a little bit more. Well, that's nice. The original rim flap is stuck to the tire. Okay. So there's something we're going to have to address there. Now it's all the way off. So at this point, what you can do is come up here. That's why I like the valve stem at the top. So you can push this valve stem out, and then you can pull the inner tube out. But today, I'm going to have to take this whole tire off because that rim flap is ruined. And I'm going to have to check for, yeah, this should have been easier than that. I'm going to have to check for nails or anything else that's in there. So I can show you how easy this is. Don't this look easy? Almost there. Probably closest. There. All right. Just gotta get that there. All right, so I'm just gonna back this around. There. Inner tube's out. So at this point, you could have patched the inner tube or put a new one in it and put it back in and roll it back on. However, for this job, I'm going to have to take the whole tire off because I've got to replace this. So we'll take a break here. Alright, so I'm back again. So this is like a little rubber flap that goes around the inside to keep these spokes from poking the inner tube. And I'm guessing, since this was laying out here on the side of the tire and broke, I'm guessing one of these spokes punctured this tube. So let's just put some air in it and see where it's coming out at. Just for fun, shall we? I hear it. Oh, it's right there. Yeah, there's a little, you can see this or not, there's a little cut right there. That's right where this rim flap would ride. There it is. I'm guessing one of these spokes poked that hole in it. Now I could patch that, but I bought a new inner tube, so I'm going to put a new inner tube in it. But first I'm going to fix this. I didn't order one of these, so I'll use handyman's secret weapon, duct tape. This might be more fun. I don't know. Should be able to grab this thing and pull right off there, but we might have to roll this one off too. Yeah, this rim flap's it's not even where it's supposed to be. There. Now, that's why this come off. Oh yeah. So this is what's known as a non-skid tire. I don't know that these were actually original back in the day, but they come out with these in the 40s and 50s. They say non-skid. It's supposed to be the first tread, but I'm not 100% sure that they actually had these back in the day. Anyhow, you don't want to put this on backwards Because then if you get run over somebody, it doesn't spell non-skid right. We'll put that over there. We'll check the inside of the tire for marks, but I'm going to show you what's going on here. So now that I got the tire off, you can see this has actually got 2 rim flaps in here. Now it's one that's been put around there more than once. I'm going to take this off because it's not even covering what it's supposed to be covering. It's supposed to be covering these spokes. Now these don't have points on them. That's unusual. Aren't these adjustable? I guess they are. Oh, I see. They're ground down. But usually these spokes are adjustable, and there's a little thing here that you can tighten these up. Now would be a good time to check your spokes too. But we're gonna take this off because it's not doing its job. I think what I'll do is get some Gorilla Tape and put on here, because a lot of this new Gorilla Tape is about as thick as this rubber. What a mess. There. But just looking at this rim, you want to check for rust, sharp edges on here. A lot of the older cars, if this is sharp, they cut your finger, you need to throw the rim out and get another rim. I'm also checking to see if anything's sticking up, which I don't really see anything. I think the problem was just that rubber wasn't in there correctly, and it just rubbed on one of these spokes. Alright, so yeah, I got that mess out of there. Now I'll check the tire for foreign debris. So like I said, I'm going to check the tire. Now they make a machine you can put this in, and it'll grab both these sides and pull them open like this so you can really see down in there, but I'm just going to do a visual inspection. What I'm looking for is make sure that like if you run over a nail, you don't have the whole nail sticking up in here. You'd hate to put a new tube in here and find out that, you know, that was a complete waste of time. So far this looks good. I don't see anything in here. I'm going to take a vacuum cleaner and sweep out the dust and debris that's in here. It's like some rubber bits and pieces. It's even stamped on here, 28 by 3. So this is a 28 by 3 tire. They used these on motorcycles back in the day. It's the same size as some of the early motorcycles. So 28 by 3. I think you can see that. 28 by 3. So you want to know what size this rim is. Take this little number 3, you double that, make that 6. You take the 6 and subtract it from 28, or take away, and that would make this rim size 22. Yeah, 22. So this should be 22-inch rim. And yeah, so if we was doing this along the side of the road, you can still get your hand in there and check that alongside the road. But for today's episode, I'm kind of going all the way through it since I got the tire off. Now I'm going to clean up the inside and put some tape on it, start putting it back together. Okay, back again. I might have went in and got a little lunch because that was like, you know, stressful. But anyhow, there's a wheel on the side of the road, it's kind of degrees outside. You're going to be more stressed out. So now I'm going to clean this rim, get all the debris off of it. Once again, though, I started with the valve stem hole, so I know where I'm at. I'll just give it a quick overview. Got some of that stuff off. I'm going to go through the tire real quick, just for fun. Well, that feels so good on your hands. Well, I'll see if I got enough of this stuff to do what I want to do. I think that'll fit in there pretty nice. I was afraid of that. Well, looks like I need to go to Walmart and get some more Gorilla Tape. Yeah. I got the Model A Victoria sitting outside. It's only 29 degrees outside today. I think it's a good time to go to Wally World and drive my life. Yeah. All right, 29 degrees outside. We'll go to town with a car with no heater in it, but the sun's out, so we have the radiant effect. Okay, so I went to Wally World, and of course the parking lot is just clear full, and well, yeah, so it's a Sunday. I should have known better, but I decided to park out here in the middle of nowhere land and make sure nobody parked beside me, which actually worked this time because sometimes people park beside you anyhow, right beside the early birds. Do you ever notice when you go to Wally World, you try to find something, they move it to the next row, the next aisle. They think they're doing something. They think you're going to buy more stuff. Ha! Fooled them. I only bought what I went in there for. That'll teach them. Yeah. Productive. We got the tape, and we're back to put the wheel together. So I'm downshifting, going through the gears just to show you that you can shift a straight tube transmission up right in the gears. That took about all afternoon. That's usually what happens. Just start a project, gotta go get something. Well, the whole day's wasted. Anyhow, took the new tube, put some air in it before I left to make sure it hold air. It still holds air, so we're good there. Got the tape I'm going to use, which is Gorilla tape. This is a little thicker than most tape. I measured it. It's, I think it said 18 millimeters thick. So it's a lot thicker tape than just regular old duct tape. I expect this is going to be fun putting this on. So we'll try this again. Stop it there, go around, push it in here, see if I feel any rough edges. I don't feel anything. I could probably go around one more time, but I really don't see the point. So the important thing here would be to make sure to put the new tube in here and not the old tube, because that'd just be wrong. once again, they used to have to do this alongside the road, so it's not like they was in the comforts of their shop with the heat on and, you know, plenty of light, plenty of tools, and didn't have people going by on their horses saying, "Get a horse!" You know, which is probably what they did back today. Nowadays, you just call your towing service and have them come out and change your tire. I don't think anybody could do this on a modern car. Of course, modern cars don't have tubes in them, but you know, about like that. Now, ordinarily, you could run a flap in here. I'm not going to on this one. I've got several cars that don't have them in there. And once again, I don't have a flap here, so not running it. And it lasted this long without one, so it'll probably last a while longer. Now I'm going to start up here at the valve stem. Of course, it's not where I want it. I don't like that. I'll get that where I want it. A little trick I'm going to do here is I'm going to let the jack down, get some of the weight of the car on this to help put it on, like this. And at this point is where I like to start rolling the car. So, we're going to try to roll the whole tire on here all at once. I'm going to have to move you guys again. Easier said than done. It'd be a lot easier if I didn't have to move the camera every 2 feet. Okay. Camera probably needs to go be moved again. It'd be a lot easier if I wasn't filming this. Alright. Roll right on there, Brucey. Show us how it's done. Now I'll get my tool out of the way. That'll help. Hope you can still see this. back you up some more. Hope you can still see this. Oop. Went too fast. All I gotta do is get my tool out of there. There we go. I'm gonna keep rolling this to seat the tire. Okay. Put a little air in it here and see what we got. So I put a little air in it, get the tube where it needs to go, and then let it back out. Make sure everything's where it needs to be. I think we can go ahead and put the Schrader valve back together. This is a little valve that goes in there. You got a little tool that they use, those who don't know, it's like a bicycle tool, same thing. This goes in there and you just thread it in. Once again, we don't have to over tighten this stuff. This isn't rocket science. It's not that precise. So I've got about 10-20 pounds in it here. Now I'm going to rotate the tire over and look for any places the tire's not seated. And you don't want this coming out on you. Looks pretty good. I'm going to let the car down. Let me go ahead and take it on up a little bit. So these are what's known as high pressure tires. I usually run between 40 and 50 in them, PSI. You gotta watch because this is like filling up a bicycle. It don't take long to get the pressure up there. Alright, there's 50 pounds. So I'm gonna call this turkey toast. It's done. And you know, if I had all the right stuff there, like I said, you can do this on the road. You can have a tube out and back in probably less than a half an hour if everything goes right. But now we're ready to get this thing on the road this spring. We're going to do another segment on just this car because this is quite involved to get this thing running. You have to oil all the parts of the transmission. The transmission does not run in oil, so you have to go around and oil everything. Before you start this, we'll want to run these grease caps down, grease the rear axle, put gas in it, battery, and show you the starting procedure. So the older cars are a little bit more complicated because you have to do more maintenance to them. So we'll do that on another episode, but for right now, that's how you change a tire on the side of the road. So remember, drive them if you got them. Alright, so this is weird. When I went in, the sun was shining. Now it's raining. I don't remember it raining when I went in. And come to think of it, what did I drive? I can't find my car. It's got to be around here somewhere. Huh. Oh boy, well I don't remember that being there neither. What? You know what? I'm in the wrong video.